Hey folks, welcome back to My Time at Sandrock and welcome to the Alliance Summit. There's a lot of speakers talking today, and we want to see as many of them as we can. So we're going to head out. The airship is built. The game is just about over. We've just got this summit to get through, I think, and then probably we see the credits roll. But like I said, there's a bunch of speakers today, starting with Ged giving a talk on love at the Blue Moon interior stage. So we want to go check that out. Let's step inside and wait for him to speak. If we can, we'll try to catch Moose's presentation on money as well. This shouldn't take all of the 3 hours budgeted for this speech. It's going to start in just a few moments here, so let's check in with Owen, see what he has to say about this morning.
Who would have thought that the once barren Sandrock would not only turn green, but also have its very own flower shop? Howdy.
Love to chat, but still a ton of food prep to be done. A lot on my plate, as you sometimes say. A lot of plates on my plate? You get the idea. Talk later.
Almost brings a tear to my eye. Seeing the saloon like this, should I try out some new material in front of the delegates? No, better stick to the classics. I'll do the brave little bumble ant. That one always kills. I just kind of realized. Everything in this town has changed so much since you got here. But the Blue Moon has pretty much always been the same. I should have commissioned more stuff. I mean, obviously, it's not too late or anything. Just, Katori got her own theme park, so I feel kind of left out. Well, could have been worse. Besides, maybe it's a good thing. The Blue Moon was always here, exactly the way you remembered it. An anchor. A beacon of familiarity, where you could rest, relax, recharge, and get fired up to get back out there and build like no one's ever built before. Yeah, sometimes I think you need a place that doesn't change. That's my promise to you then. No matter where your adventures take you, you can always come back to the same old Blue Moon. I'll be right here waiting for you.
That feels like a farewell script.
I'm glad this all went well. I know how much of his heart Pablo put into this.
So Mort and Martel's tree came back to life? That's a nice little cherry on top of all this, huh? We should have little get-togethers up there like old times. Those way, way old times.
Hey, see you around.
All right. Owen has been a really great character in terms of just being a steady presence. He's not excitable, no drama. But, he's always got a recipe or a story, always friendly and charming, always open-minded and even-keeled. Really nice kind of anchor for the town's center. And, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed him as a character. All right, so the audience is mostly moles and kids and me.
Hello out there to all you moles and molettes, and welcome to my Jet Talk. I'm here today to tell you all that your prince or princess is out there, somewhere waiting for you. But it might not be just who you think it is. Who of you was once like me, madly in love with your best friend, but they just didn't feel the same way as you? Yes, and how did that turn out for you? Heartbreak, loss of a friend, a downward spiral of bitterness and regret, a feeling that perhaps you could never love again. Ugh, and after you shoot your shot and get shut down, you have to season every single day and pretend like everything is fine, when both of you know that it totally isn't. And, talk about awkward. Well, I'm here to offer a bit of advice.
Yeah, we can stay and listen.
The first thing you mustn't do is blame yourself. Alas, I am rejected. There must be something wrong with me. Something I do not see. No. But, on the other hand, you cannot blame your crush either. I'm charming. I'm lovely. I'm so good at digging holes. What kind of stupid princess would reject moi? No. Even the best of moles are rejected. You! Did you choose to fall in love with your friend? No. It simply happened. You never had a choice. And when you feel no love for another, alas, this is no choice either. So you must see that some things in life, there is really no rhyme or reason to. They just are. You cannot logic your way into someone loving you. If you find it too difficult to meet with your friend, if obsessive thoughts cross your mind, if you feel jealousy or hope that somehow maybe they are starting to change their mind and you just need to try a little harder, then I'm afraid to say you would do best to stay away from your friend for a while. Trying to always be there will only make things worse for the both of you. You must spend time with others that you love, but those that do not spark that madness of passion. Shout out to my mole, Gaspy, who helped me through the darkest of times.
No problem, bro.
After spending a bit of time at home doing some self-care, we got out, started hanging with some moles outside of our usual kingdom group, and, well, I met someone.
You're doing great, babe.
Oh, thank you, Jadina. We met at an underground party. I was like, I'm Jed. And she was like, I'm Jadina. And we were like, no way, that's a huge coincidence. And the rest is history. So, if it can happen to me, it can happen to you too. Thank you for coming to my Jet Talk.
All right, some surprisingly solid romantic advice from our little mole man friend. Let's see if we can sprint over to Moose's talk. I think we can. Yes, only 5 minutes of time have passed, so we can see both.
Which brings me to my conclusion. At the end of the day, it's all just supply and demand.
Well, it looks like we missed this.
Never invest in something you don't understand.
Or did we?
Smile, Avery. I know you'd rather be back at headquarters, but everyone's here to welcome us.
Okay, so we met Avery earlier in the playthrough. He came with Alliance forces to drive out the rest of the Duvos group.
If only General Ling hadn't insisted that I join the summit.
Hey, you've been to Sandrock before. I'm sure you're missed here.
It's true. Where have you been, Avery?
Glad to see you again, Builder. This is my colleague, Mr. Gowdy.
You must be the builder everyone's been talking about. The pleasure is all mine. I can't wait to see what you've accomplished in Sandrock.
Mr. Gowdy is our chief engineering consultant, a very capable builder himself. He's working with us on the planning of the North Development Plan at the borders. We're lucky to have his help. I'm sure you'll have a lot to discuss.
Yes. And here's Avery, trying to shrug me off and secretly plotting his revenge against Duvos.
Secretly?
I only have the safety of the Alliance in mind.
I often have to remind this guy that the whole point of the development plan is to keep the peace for as long and as wide as possible. That's why we're focused on bringing in talented people and resources to those areas. While everything is in the early stages, it presents a fantastic opportunity for someone like you to become a settlement governor if you join the plan. They oversee the design and development of an entire town, going beyond the limits of a workshop yard.
Well, that sounds pretty challenging, and I'm pretty settled here.
Indeed. It's challenging, but also thrilling. I'm looking forward to sharing our progress with other representatives at the summit and getting their input on our next steps.
Or we could discuss with the reps the possibility of forming a fast response plan in case Duvos ever plots another move. In any case, it was good seeing you again.
And an honor to meet you as well. I'm sure we'll see plenty more of each other tomorrow at the banquet.
Till then.
Yeah, aren't these guys supposed to be in the middle of the summit meetings?
Success is preparation plus opportunity. Profit and revenue are not the same thing.
All right, so this money talk, I guess we have to choose, and we chose to see Jed talk. We do have some other stuff going on here. Now, for one thing, our friend Cooper is participating.
Before you run and get your shotgun. Now, that lady is up there, floating around in space. They wanted us to be the opening act for Luna. I said, sure. Instrument. Now, I know all y'all didn't come out here just to see me.
That's happening. What do we got here? Go for a cookout with Mian? No. What is this? Citrus Infusion Avenue. Grace. Okay. We do have the next event is going to be... So we missed Money Matters somehow, even though we were only 5 minutes late. So how to turn your desert green is at 1 p.m., as is the Northern Development Plan by Gowdy, who we just met. I think I'd rather see Gowdy's thing.
What?
We'll keep that in
is
mind.
a rutabaga? Well, the Free Alliance Dictionary defines now. If a duck ever steals your fish, before you run and get your shotgun, now, that lady is...
Lord above, Cooper. You just cannot... You can't say your lines fast enough, can you? Let's see what this thing with Grace is. Curious about this. And we have a little bit of time before 1 o'clock. Where is she? At Mort's place? Oh, this is a drink she's making, isn't it?
Hey, so my custom drinks are a hit. Owen thinks they're great. And long story short, I'm going to open a little booth right out in front of the Blue Moon.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be a nice way to kind of retire. Just sit behind the juice bar, squeeze fresh fruit into a glass, listen to folk tell me their stories.
Aren't you like 25? You're gonna do that for the next 40 years?
Can you help me with the booth? I think you just need a few materials and you could pop one up right there by the Blue Moon. What do you say? Should be no trouble for the hero builder of Sandrock.
And you are really good at manipulating people. It looks like a job for me.
Great. I've got a few final things I can get ready, but when you have the materials you need, go ahead and build up the booth outside the Blue Moon.
All right, that's easy enough to do. I would say it's a virtual guarantee. We already have the materials. Yes, let's go build a drink stall.
Now, I know all y'all didn't come out here just to see me, so...
All right, Sandrock, get ready to squeeze the day. I was in a bad mood before, but I've really come around on the name.
So it's a Jamba Juice style juice bar. I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting from what we built for her.
Looks good. I can't wait to start. I'll start moving things in. Should be ready to open tomorrow. Don't forget to come by.
All right.
Most welcoming folk. Now, I know all y'all
Cooper's having
come
some
out
real
here
problems
just to
here.
see
He's
me,
not able to, like,
but is a
finish his
rutabaga.
given thought before the next one kicks in. So yeah, we still... I kind of wish we were able to see the second event over here. But maybe this was never a real event.
Opportunity.
Not sure.
Well, I'm certainly glad you all managed to change my mind about this place. I stand by my original assessment. Most of the folks around here are, let's say, unconventional. But you all got the job done and then some.
Well, thank you very much.
There's one thing I was always curious about. How exactly did you all manage to... You know what? Sometimes it's better not to know how the sausage is made. At the end of the day, it's all just supply and demand.
Hey there. I'm glad Nia decided to settle here. We can never have too many botanists in Sandrock.
True that.
Success is
Oh.
preparation plus opportunity.
Hey, Max. Sorry, a million things to take care of. Where am I supposed to be right now?
I'm looking forward to our airship ride tomorrow morning. I knew he could do it. Sandrock really needed this.
That's about the fashion show. Mort and Mortal. Without either of them, none of this would have ever been possible. All right.
Success is preparation plus opportunity.
Ling, Gowdy, and Avery here having a chat with her.
Profit and revenue are not the same thing.
Now, I don't know who Verna and Gustav are,
Which
but I very much am interested to meet Gale. I didn't spend a lot of time with him in the first month in Portia, but he was definitely cheerful.
Hello.
I have the strangest feeling,
Never invest in
like
something
we've
you don't
met
understand.
before. But that's impossible, right? In any case,
Success is
we in
preparation
Portia have
plus
heard all about you. Let's catch up after the summit is finished, and we can all relax.
Oh, sounds good. Verna?
Hope you'll think about my offer. And hey, if you're ever in town, just look me up. I'm sure we can work something out. You'll have fun. I promise.
This was Heidi's master from the Design Institute. Okay. And Gustav, who are you?
Ah, the excellent builder of Sandrock. You are a fine reminder to us Tall Sky builders not to rest on our laurels. We'll have to talk shop when we all get a moment.
Okay, he's the representative from Tall Sky.
It's nice to be in Sandrock without any pressing business to take care of. I think this is my first time here as a tourist.
All right, okay. Katori, have you got some things to say to me? I had a normal conversation with Musa. Built up my nerve, kept it cool, and he said he really liked what I was doing with Katori World and was interested in cooperating in the future. So we're basically best friends now.
Standing around at this party kinda makes me realize you were the golden goose all along. Yeah, you're my lucky charm. I mean, come on, try to explain it any other way. Everything was going south for me all up until the moment you stepped off that train. My business was going under. Now I'm a regular tycoon. Well, just wanted to let you know that I appreciate everything. Not just all you've done for me, but for everyone in this town. You really are an inspiration.
Aw, thanks, Katori, but you'd put in a lot of hard work too.
Catch you later.
Is oh, there's more folks over here. Is Lee Jun, are you my mom?
Phew!
No.
Even air travel takes it out of you, doesn't it? All I did was sit there and somehow I'm exhausted. You must be the builder. Once this summit is over, I'd love to get more acquainted.
So when she stepped off the train, I would have sworn that this was my mom. The character design just screams mom, but no, she's from Walnut Grove. Kaya?
Oh, it's good to see you again. You've made us all very proud. I've been told your parents are coming to visit tomorrow. You must be so excited.
Ah, this is the vice mayor of Highwind, my hometown. Castile?
Is this really Sandrock? Wow. It's nothing like how I remember it. I wasn't thrilled to be traveling so far for the summit this year, but now I can see it was worth it.
This guy's from Lucian, and then Curie here.
You're the builder who famously managed to work with Chi without throwing him out of a 5-story window. You must be every bit as good as they say you are. Let's chat more at the banquet.
And Curie's from Vega 5, which is Chi's hometown. Okay, all right.
Profit and revenue are not the same thing.
Musa's saying the same 5 things over and over again. Amira? What are your thoughts?
I understand, Nia. Building something on your own in a new city is hard, but achieving it is incredibly rewarding. She must be very proud of herself.
There was so many tourists around for the summit, and I even sold some pottery to other potters. It's a rare feeling when another artisan appreciates your work.
Everything's changed so much since you've arrived. For the better, of course. I guess seeing all these important people here to congratulate us, it certainly is a new era for this town. Don't let all this praise and attention change you. Not that I think it would. Just keep being you. I would ask that you promise me that. Because that you is the most wonderful person I've ever met. Congratulations again on all your success.
That is a pretty solid compliment. Well done, Amira.
I really think Pablo has an astute sense of color composition. His designs are really remarkable.
To see Sandrock filled with such color, it's just so beautiful. I just feel inspired. Every day I walk out of my door and I'm greeted with a feeling of awe.
Which brings me to my
All right, so we're talking to a lot of folks around town. Let's see, the next thing that comes up is 1300, right? And we decided we were going to see Gaudi's presentation. So that's going to be right here, the Northern Development Plan at 1 o'clock. So we could run around and talk to more folks in town. I'm curious whether Mian has anything to say. Who's over here? Elsie, Hugo, and Vivi. Listening to Cooper ramble on for 14 hours. Let's see. I'm also surprised that little pumpkin isn't walking yet. I thought she would be by now. When was her birthday again? Let me double check. Wednesday the 24th, so 3rd, 10th, that's 2 weeks. 17th, 24th, that's 2 weeks. Okay, so we're 5 weeks in from when she was born, so maybe 6 weeks she walks? Oh, that's not supposed to go there. Where did the baby go? She was at my feet a moment ago. She really scoots around a lot. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when she's on the ground, there's this weird hissing noise. Listen. It's like a really high-pitched static, almost. I don't know what that is. My baby some sort of lizard mutant? Oh, well. Well, Mion's not home. Kinda wanted to see if she had something to say. Can I see her on the map? Burgess is out there. Burgess would be worth speaking to, I think, as a wrapping up the playthrough kind of a thing.
What's up? Meanie Botanica. What a cute name! It matches the adorable flowers they sell.
I got a letter from the Deacon of Matey, and he wished us well in the summit. Do you know how big of a deal this is? He knows my name.
Oh, this is quite the shindig, eh? And the water is flowing like wine. Okay, are you ready for this one? This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing that's about to happen, okay? I'm ready to let loose like never before. All right? Ready? Okay, here we go. Ahem! Don't conserve water. Drink as much as you want. Go crazy! You know, actually, let's try again. Walk that back a little. Ahem! Conserve water. A little. Drink a little bit more than you would normally. Just don't spill. Much better. I didn't see a single Arcs at the fashion show. That Pablo just goes to show you don't need to be rebellious to be cool.
My title of safety inspector has changed, Max. It doesn't mean much anymore, and that's okay, because now we're safe. Almost everything I ever worried about when you came here, it's not a problem anymore.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. All right, well, there's Burgess's thoughts on recent events. It is a little bit bittersweet knowing that the game is coming to an end. You know, it's a little bit, oh, I'm never going to have any more cool lines from these incredibly well-written characters. But it has been a very long journey, a very long ride to get here. And it was well worth it, but I think it's appropriate to you know, put a bow on things and wrap it all up neatly. So, I feel like this summit thing is a pretty good way to kind of take one last check-in with everybody, see what they have to say.
Ooh.
From middle of nowhere to center of the world. Doesn't get much better than this, Max.
Hey, thanks again for convincing me to invite Master Verna. I don't know why I was having such cold feet about it. You know, I really feel like I should say thank you. I know I say that all the time, whenever you help me out around town, but this time, I mean thank you for everything. Master Verna could maybe use a bit more bedside manner, but she wasn't wrong. I don't think my dream of making Sandrock a better place for my friends and family to live ever would have had a ghost of a chance without you. Granted, I didn't really know what I was up against when I moved back here, but you made all the difference. So yeah, from me and on behalf of everyone in Sandrock, thank you. Catch you later.
That's a nice finale from Heidi there. I did see Unsure wander past. Where did he get off to? Yeah, I'm sure you've got some fantastic writing here. What stone am I like, buddy?
Hey there.
Wow. Celebrities and politicians from all across the world. and just a handful of us to defend against a major attack were one to occur. Well, see ya.
Something about this party. Everything feels very final. This sense of looming dread is not something I normally get at the Blue Moon, especially since Grace got a lot better at cooking.
Yeah, you're just like the tiniest bit genre aware, aren't you? You're so ordinary that you can sense a little bit beyond the fourth wall into the real world.
Why does it feel like everything is about to end? I'm too young for this. Well, I guess I better tell you, in case I don't get the chance. You're the best. Not the best at something, or one of the best somethings. Just the best. The best. No notes. Well, I'm going to see if I can't deal with this weird feeling by patrolling over to the snack table. Hope you're having more fun than I am here. Ugh, I should have brought Wilson.
All right.
Nice seeing you.
Unsure, you're the best, buddy. You're the best. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm pretty much on the mark here. This party is the grand finale. So I think the airship ride is probably the actual grand finale, the thing in the morning. We get a huge tour of the big green city that we've made out of the desert.
Mr. Musa.
You're that young man. I remember now our previous conversation. In fact, I wanted to congratulate you.
Congratulate me?
Yes, obviously you took all my words to heart. Not long ago, your general store appeared on the first page of my assistant's Emerging Businesses Hot or Not list. You, as it were, were hot. This indicates that, by various measures, your store is performing well, and your market share is steadily rising.
That's right, Mr. Musa. After that, I did everything you suggested, and I started to try to have more foresight. And I guess you could say, it worked like a charm. So, thanks.
No, young man. You should thank yourself. I see the changes in you, and no man is an island. I don't doubt that there are more people in your life other than myself who pushed you to be better either.
Yes, the builder has also helped me a lot.
Indeed. The impact builders can make on this world is huge. I believe that with young people like you in Sandrock, development can only get better and better.
Thank you, Mr. Musa. So, will you invest in me this time?
Of course. I'll have my assistant get in touch with you.
That's great! Did you hear that? I'm finally getting an investment from Mr. Musa!
Oh, congratulations, Arvio. Now just don't revert back to your old self. Just keep track of all the good changes you've made, and keep making more. That's all that it takes. That's all that it ever took, really. Oh, there's Mion.
This all doesn't happen overnight, of course.
This feeling of controlling your own destiny is magical. I'm loving every moment of it. Hi!
Have you met Gustav from Tall Sky yet? He actually used to work with my grandfather back in the day. He wears the same goggles gifted to him by my family, in fact.
Any questions?
Wow, I can't believe it's really almost over. I mean, not over, but there's not much left for us to build in this town. We really did it! Remember when I told you I hoped we take Sandrock back to its glory days? Not to give myself too much credit, I mean, I think it's safe to say you were the star of the show. But I do want to say that I enjoyed being there with you, every step of the way. Well, don't let me keep you from the party. I'm sure everyone's dying to meet ya.
Okay. Boy, Arvio's having a hard time.
Stuff called biocrust.
All right, so it seems like...
This all doesn't happen overnight.
It seems like whatever's being said here is not really an event-style event. It's just something you can visit and check out. Let's see about the other presentation here in the Blue Moon. This one might be more scripted.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm Gowdy, a member of the Planning Committee for the North Development Plan. Today, I'll be giving you an exciting update on our North Development Plan, executed by the Northern Rangers and supported by the visionary businessman, Musa. I heard Musa already mention the plan during one of his visits to Sandrock. For those who missed it, don't worry. I'll catch you up quickly. The topic is Building for Peace, where I'll take you through our settlement expansion plan along the northern borders of the Alliance. It's all about securing the area and fortifying our defenses. We're currently constructing the first few settlements, with plans for a new, bustling border city-state that will serve as a regional transportation, commercial, and defense hub. Now, if you're an adventurous soul or an entrepreneurial spirit, the North Development Plan is your golden ticket to realizing your dreams. We're searching for all kinds of talents, whether you're already skilled in a trade or still searching for your true calling. If you're open to exploring different possibilities, you're exactly the person we're seeking. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, those selected to join the plan will receive an initiation bonus to help them settle down and start afresh. Let's take a breather and grab some refreshments. I'll be available to answer any questions or hear your brilliant ideas.
Okay. Should I go? I guess I should go talk to him then. Hey folks, it's me, Max. I'm gonna step up on stage here and start a conversation with Gowdy.
From your resume, you definitely have what it takes to be a governor in the northern settlements. It seems your work here is almost done. Perhaps you should really consider it.
That's troubling. I mean, I certainly feel like the third game, it sounds like they're building up this northern development plan and the tensions with Duvas as like a very strong potential location for a third game. Maybe change up the formula a little bit, right? So like, as opposed to being exclusively a builder, you're some sort of builder governor where, you know, you have to balance not only building up the town, but also getting to know the personalities well enough to mediate in disputes, to handle local politics, to kind of make big decisions about which way the town will go. Could be a really interesting change to the formula. Because while this game is a much, much more polished version of my time at Portia, from the little bit of Portia that I played, it's essentially the same game. Like, they've added a few more systems, they've polished a lot. But I wonder if they want to change it up and introduce a different kind of decision-making and a different kind of challenge in the third game. Could be really interesting. Anyway, that was Gowdy's presentation. Zeke is giving one about greening the city. I feel like we've talked to most of the people in town that I super care about. I guess I should probably check in with Chi. Grace would be nice. Yeah, we've seen a lot of the rest of these folks. Really, it's mostly going to be Grace and Chi. No, I did speak to Grace. It'd be Chi and maybe Elsie and like maybe Justice that I could chat with. But after that, the only other thing we have to do is the late night stuff. So the Battle of Sandrock, as told by Owen and Justice at 7 p.m. And then Luna's late. The delegates are all supposed to be in meetings all day. I do want to hear the story of the Battle of Sandrock as told by Owen and Justice. That seems like it'll be a good story, so we want to make that. So that's 7 p.m. There's not a lot going on right now in town otherwise. I guess we could check in with Wei, the new commissioner, if he's in here. Or we could take a look at the commission board. I haven't looked at it in a week. All right, Wei, what have you got to say? This is not what we do it for, Max. We do our best in the guild because that's what we swore an oath to do. Nevertheless, enjoy this day. You've earned it.
Excelsior! Hear, hear! To the greatest commerce guild in the Free Cities! No, the world! Never have I pitied my brother more than now. He had all this potential at his fingertips. Builders like you and me and in the same guild at the same time? Unheard of. And he squandered it all. I'd write him to rub it in his face, but... well, he has no sense of shame. It'd be a waste of ink. Bah, let's not waste this moment dwelling on shadows of the past. To the future! To our future! Oh, maybe I'll let Pablo give me a trim next time. I usually trim my own hair. You learn to do a lot of things yourself when you're in the peripheries. Goodness!
Almost brings a tear to my eye, everyone bringing life back into this place. Sometimes I feel like Sandrock, thrown away by my brother, but managed to come back stronger than ever. All right, well, that was a decent send-off from him. What do we got here? I haven't looked at this in a while. We do have a fire-powered generator, free city commission for Highwind. We could accept this for 2,000 gold and 1,200 experience, but it's not that pressing of a need. A stage backdrop? What is this for? Summit preparations. Nah. Somebody should have done this, but it'll get done. Mian will do it since we didn't, I guess. And then people want food and coffee. All right. So we got 5 hours until the story time. I think I've spoken to everybody I want to speak to, really. I think we missed Elsie over here.
That lady is up there, floating around in space.
I went shopping at the Mini Botanica, and Mia and Mian kindly gave me some free flowers to brighten up the old ranch. But the next morning, the yak mouse had eaten them all and got upset stomachs. My old man wasn't too happy about it.
How come none of these fancy pants noblemans want to meet Daisy? She's a hero too, you know. And I went to all the trouble of learning to speak duck, and nobody cares. All right, I want to hear her finale, but I can't do it with Cooper screaming his stupid nonsense over the top of it. It'll ruin it. So we'll talk to Elsie later. For right now, it does feel like we're kind of done with the day. There is one little blue. That's Mian asking to go for a cookout on the map, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah. Okay. So all that's left is the storytelling at 7 p.m. And I don't think we need Merle for that. So we're gonna speed up time. We're gonna stand here until 1900, and then we're gonna go into the Blue Moon Saloon and hear the story of the Battle of Sandrock. Well, there we go. Hopefully that didn't take too long on your end. Let's reset and head inside to hear the story told by the master storytellers themselves.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who are new in town, I'm Owen. And this here is one of my oldest friends, the Sheriff of Sandrock, Justice.
Howdy, y'all.
Something I'm known for around these parts is telling stories. I hear all sorts of tall tales working behind the bar, and with permission, I'll write them down and share them with y'all every Saturday night. But, well, I don't need to tell you all that tonight's a special occasion. And for that reason, I'll be telling a new tale. Ours.
The Battle of Sandrock.
With a little help from my pal here, who was on the front lines. Those of you who follow the news probably know the basic.
Couple of yellow bellies were up to no good in this town. And they would have got away with it too.
Yeah, I guess they would have if not for Builder, huh?
Well, yes. I mean, we all played an important role. I think the Builder would tell you the same thing.
Out of modesty, I would.
Yeah, but their plan really started to unravel as soon as Builder showed up. I mean, you guys were totally stumped.
Yes. All of the major breaks in our case did happen to coincide with the Builder's arrival. That is accurate. Psst. Hey, man. I thought you said you were going to make me look cool up here. Builder's already famous.
Right. Right. Sorry. Anyway, for us ordinary citizens of Sandrock, it all really began when, Justice was bravely defending the city.
Mm-hmm.
And the famous Builder you all know was working behind the scenes with a secret agent from Atara to track down the secret water supply under the church. And that secret agent, totally died.
She's glaring daggers at him right now.
Gone, but not forgotten.
Yes, there were great sacrifices made.
And out of town to put her life on the line for all of us. And for that, we're eternally grateful.
Yeah. So, once the jig was up, the conspirators made one last-ditch effort to shift the blame onto Logan. And as it so happened, you had just caught Haru. Isn't that right, Justice?
Actually, it wasn't me who caught Haru.
Unsure then. You know that guy really doesn't get enough credit.
It was Penn, man. Penn caught Haru.
Right. Dang. You really should have rehearsed
this. We really should have rehearsed this. No kidding.
So, anyway, they call Builder to the stand, accuse him of working with Logan, but it was too little too late. Logan had already found out about the water under the oasis. He pulled down the peach statue, And then there was no hiding from the truth for our perpetrators. One of them tried to take a potshot at Logan before he could finish his heroic speech. But suddenly our ex-minister Matilda jumped right in front, and she took one through the shoulder.
Why do you reckon she did that anyhow?
Maybe, despite her villainous role, she really liked Sandrock and couldn't bear to let someone get hurt because of her evil schemes.
Nah, that's dumb.
Maybe she thought we were onto her, and a move like that would help her keep her identity secret.
I mean, at the time, I personally suspected her like zero.
Well, whatever the case. Then it was absolute bedlam, as the evil criminal mastermind known as Penn attacked the whole town.
We were ready for him, though.
And that's pretty much it.
A lot of heroes were made that day.
And thus concludes the tale
of the Battle of Sandrock.
All right, well, pretty funny telling, if you ask me. What's going on over here? What are you two talking about?
I never understood why people loved flowers so much. Until Nia came around. Their shop is like a paradise of pretty colors. Hey there! Woohoo! Great party! Hey, remember when I offered you that guide of Sandrock way back when? That was the only time I did that. My career as a tour guide was very short-lived, as are most of my careers around here. Except for Mail Lady. I always kind of felt like I needed to decide on what I should do with my life. When you have to start writing your age as double digits, it's a real wake-up call. But lately it hasn't been bugging me too much. Watching you fix everyone's problems, I think nobody in town really knows what they're doing. They all just sort of figure it out by mucking through things and with help from friends.
Jesus Christ, this kid is the sharpest kid I've ever met.
So,
in a game.
I'm just gonna do that. Try to have fun and hope for the best. And failing that, I'll just try to be good at everything, like you.
Wow, you have a bright career ahead of you, Jasmine. Maybe you're the one who's gonna go be a governor in the Northern Territories.
Hello. All right, catch you next time.
All right, catch you next time. Well, folks, speaking of catch you next time, I think that's going to do it for this episode. All we've really got left is Luna, the pop star's performance at 11 p.m., followed by a nice restful sleep in our home, and then whatever happens after that, which is going to be the airship ride with the representatives and some last farewells, I think, before the credits roll. I think next episode will be the finale. I'm not 100% on that. Sometimes these games stretch things out a little further than you expect them to. But we're getting very, very close. And I feel like that's a good place to break is right here. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And we'll see you for what is likely to be the finale next time. Hope to see you then. Take care.